Alright guys, I promised you that I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can apply retinol. I'm going to make it super simple because why overcomplicate things? I'm going to make it really simple so you know exactly how to apply your retinol. The first thing that you're going to do is cleanse your face. So cleanse your face with a very mild cleanser. You don't want anything harsh. No alcohols, no essential oils, no scrubs, no acids. You don't want anything when you're on retinol. So you're going to take cleanser like this. So Cetaphil is great. Eucerin, Cetaphil, CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, Vichy, Avene, all of these are great. So just get a cleanser, and this is the one known as the gentle skin cleanser. It's for sensitive skin, and that is actually the best one. So you want to get this. So cleanse your face with this. Remove all traces of makeup and everything. And if you want to remove eye makeup, use a micellar water. Just remove your eye makeup, or an oil-based cleanser. Remove your eye makeup and cleanse your face with Cetaphil. So you need to use something like this and nothing else. Now, if you look at the map here, I'm going to map it. Now, why I like to map things, because we use it in clinical as well. It's kind of a standardized way, and that way we know that, that you're not missing any spot and you're getting the right amount. With retinol, you need a very small amount. So there is a myth where people think that if they're going to use more retinol or more of a product many times a day, it's going to work faster. That's not the way. This is a treatment. This is dosage. So the dose is a pea-sized amount once daily. You're not going to exceed that. You're not going to put 3-4 pea sizes 2-3 times a day. Once at night, I will exactly show you how to do that. All right, so this is a retinol that my lab and me have developed. So it's retinol with another few amazing molecules that are going to help with the irritation. So I'm going to show you now how to apply it and how to map it on your face. So we're going to take a pea-sized amount. So this is retinol. I'm going to take a pea-sized amount, means, there we go. It's a pea-sized amount. I think I took a little bit more, but a little bit less. So a little bit less. And I'm going to put it, map it on my face, and I'm going to show you the simplest way. They have a lot of demos on YouTube that do this and do that and diagrams. There's no need to do that because otherwise you will never do it. So put one here, put a dot here on your cheeks, okay? And a dot here, and a dot here, okay? That's all you need. You don't need more, so you don't need to cover your face. This is not sunscreen or a moisturizer. This is treatment, this is retinol. And so what are you going to do? Now we are going to rub upwards and outwards. So upwards and outwards, upwards and away, upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. Similarly, upwards, and look how I'm doing it. Upwards and outwards gently. Upwards and outwards again. So what we want to avoid getting retinol in 3 places. We want to avoid getting retinol. So the crease here of the nasolabial fold, so you have the nasolabial fold, the crease here, can you see this crease? We don't want to get retinol there. Then we don't want to get retinol here. The corners of our lips, we don't want retinol there. And we don't want retinol anywhere inside near our eyes. Retinol is very powerful compound. You don't want to get even a drop of it inside your eyes. Stay away from your eye area. So we're going to stay away from our eye area. But some people are very worried about their crow's feet, so you can dab. Take whatever is here and just concentrate on that and just dab it. So dab it on the crow's feet area, okay? Maybe a little bit here. So you're worried about an area here. And just upwards and outwards, and that way you're going to cover your entire face, okay? And don't forget the bridge of your nose, and don't get it in the corners. And there you go, fully absorbed, because it's a beautiful formulation. So it's just absorbed, and there is no stickiness, nothing, and that is how you apply retinol. The most important point. When you wash your face with your cleanser, so be it Eucerin, Cetaphil, Neutrogena, a light cleanser, sensitive skin cleanser. When you're going to use a cleanser, you are not going to apply the retinol on a wet face, never on a damp or a wet face. You are going to wash your face with your cleanser, and then you're going to just go away. So just, go and do something. Let your face air dry for a good 40 minutes. So 30, 40 minutes, just let your face, you shouldn't have that dampness. So let it dry out. Then when it's nice and dry, that's when you're going to apply the retinol. No retinol on a wet face, you're going to regret it. You'll have a lot of irritation, a lot of, it's just not going to be good. So just use this on a dry face. Now, this is for beginners, right? So for beginners, I always tell them that if you're going to start with a retinol, you're going to begin with the lowest strength, and you're going to go up. You're never going to begin with 1%. So you're going to begin with, if you're a complete newbie, you're going to begin with 0.025, but 0.1% to 1% are the clinical percentages that really work. But anyway, we're going to begin with a really small percentage, apply it the way that I did. And what you need to do is, now some people are going to have irritation immediately. So they'll get a tingling and a, kind of a burning sensation. Please do not lather, slather, slug, all these terms on the internet. Don't do any of that. Don't take your retinol and then don't top it up with a heavy occlusive moisturizer like Vaseline. No Vaseline on the face unless you have a really xerotic and really dry spot. That's fine. But after retinol, there is no occlusion, because occlusion is going to really make things matters worse. What it's going to do is it's going to occlude the retinol. It's going to sink in even more. It's going to give you even more irritation. You don't want occlusion with your retinol product. So no Vaseline, no heavy moisturizers, nothing. But for those of you who are going to experience a lot of dryness and irritation, you need to use a moisturizer. So I really love the Natural Moisturizing Factors by Ordinary. I love the Urea Repair by Eucerin. Also the Redness Control by Cetaphil or by Eucerin. Those are really good. So any light, really good, perfume-free, alcohol-free, paraben-free, or parabens are not that much of an issue, but alcohol and essential oils and perfumes. Anything without that, so a bland emollient, apply that. That's going to help you with the irritation, with the redness, with the peeling. Sometimes some people like to mix their retinol product with a little bit of cream. You can do that afterwards, but in the beginning, you want the retinol to act on its own. So it's better not to mix. But do apply a good night moisturizer. That is going to help you in dealing with a lot of retinol-induced irritation. So this was my tutorial, or demo actually, on how to apply a retinol safely. For those of you who are really worried about lines on your neck, or who want a little bit more coverage on your neck, then take a little bit more and then just work upwards and apply it on your neck area, because you don't want to forget the neck. If you're worried about wrinkles on your hands or excessive aging, photo aging on your hands, the same, apply the retinol on your hands. And then you do want to, in the morning, apply your SPF. So a good SPF containing good chemical and mineral filters, whatever is suitable for your skin type. Get that. Whatever your skin likes, get that sunscreen product you need to apply. Sunscreen, and sun protection is quite important when you're using retinol products, because you don't want to, anyways, your skin is going to be irritated. You don't want to irritate it further. If you follow my tips and apply the retinol as I've told you, you are not going to have a lot of irritation. So irritation is something that is going to take place, but it's not going to be that bad. you will be able to tolerate it the way that I'm just going to tell you the methodology. So you're going to start with a low percentage, you're going to move up, and then you're going to try to it and slowly going to increase it, not immediately. Slow increase of the strength and the application time and the frequency. You will not have any side effects, or you may have mild side effects, but they will be controllable. When you use retinol, you will undergo a process called retinization. What is retinization? Retinization is when your skin is actually trying to adapt to the retinol. So your receptors are being activated, and now the adaptation process is beginning. And that is normal. You'll see acne, you'll see these little pimples coming up. You will see redness and flaking and irritation. All of that is going to happen. You need to apply very good quality, mild, nice emollients, nothing occlusive, light, bland emollients, and that is going to just completely take care of the situation. In the morning, if you want, you can apply hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid you can also apply at night. That is not an issue at all. It's going to help with the inflammation. What you're not going to do is apply acids and vitamin C. Why? If you're going to mix acids with your retinol product, it's going to be very disastrous. Number one, you will have extreme irritation. Number two, the retinol product will not work. Retinol works at about 5 to 6, at a pH of 5 to 6. Acids and vitamin C work at a pH of less than 3.5. That is a bad combination. So you're going to really not do justice to your retinol product, because the pH is going to go off, and most importantly, the irritation levels are going to be severe. So no vitamin C and no alpha hydroxy acids especially, but no acids when you're on a retinol product. So then what do you need? You need, when you're on a retinol treatment, what do you need? You need your retinol product. You need a good quality cleanser. You need a good quality moisturizer, hyaluronic acid, and you need of course, your sunscreen product. So these are the few basic things that you need. Please don't mix your retinol with anything else. It's just not a good idea. If you're a beginner, especially if you're a beginner. Now, if you're a hardcore, long-term retinol user, you're using 1% of tretinoin, it's a pretty high dose, then you can experiment a little bit if you want with different anti-aging moisturizers. But at the moment, I don't want you to use anything, because that's going to make the situation really worse. So guys, this was my demonstration. I hope it helped you, especially the beginners. And then I'm going to continue the talk on retinol.